youth of them and just their willingness to learn. And at least one will still be at Celtic at present, but that's just their burning desire to go and play, you know, and it's good to see most of them still involved in the game. In terms of the youth coach and as a youth academy, you take them to a level that you hope's good enough for the manager who's in place to take them on to that next stage in terms of giving them their first team start and hopefully keep them in there. I think you've got maybe Lewis Toshney was in that squad. Lewis made his debut up at Aberdeen when Neil Lennon was the manager, and we had high hopes for Lewis. Tall, probably fullback was his best position. He was also good at right fullback, but Lewis wanted to be a fullback, but it just didn't really happen after the Aberdeen game. He picked up a lot of niggling little injuries and then serious injuries that sort of curtailed his progression. Callum McGregor, who's still at Celtic and burst onto the scene last season under Ronnie Dyler in his first year, so there's a few there. Young Marcus Fraser, who was in that squad, Jackson Irvine, who are both now at Ross County playing regular in the Premier League, and the young substitute goalie, young Robbie Thompson, who for a young player, he's probably the one I've seen with just that focus and desire to, no matter if it's at Celtic or somewhere else, he'll make a career for himself. I think so. You know, Celtic spend, I would love to know the percentage against the top academies south of the border. It'll be a minuscule, it'll be a fraction of it. You know, and with success with that team against top class English teams like Manchester City. In the next gen series we beat them home and away, and it was just all the players that were in it were within not just the Glasgow area but really close to Celtic Park, you know, the majority of them. So the money is well spent. A lot of that's on recruitment in terms of scouting, so no, I think so. In terms of Celtic, maybe have the biggest budget in youth football in Scotland, but it's minuscule compared to the teams that they're trying to compete against in the European side of things.